Hi, it's Reagan with Amora Designs, and I'm here to share a mini album with you. This mini album I was hired to make by my mom as a gift, so I wanted to share it with you. And I finally got a cinch. I've actually had it for 3 weeks, but this is the first thing I've tried it on, so I was really excited to get that. Anyways, this mini album is for a baby boy, and the baby's room is jungle themed. So my mom asked that I do a jungle themed mini. So the title is Wild About You, Evan, and that's the little boy's name. And I used a tag from the collection. It's a DCWV collection that I used, and it's called Animal Crackers. It's the Animal Cracker stack. I tied some ribbon at the top and inked it with fired brick, and then I used my Dymo label maker to do the about, and the U is stickers from K & Company, and then these are thickers, and I just went out, I outlined the edge of them. I traced it with pencil, and then I took the stickers off and went around it with red permanent marker, and then stuck my letters back on so they would pop from the page. The first page, I inked all the edges with walnut stain, and this is a flower that I made using that burlap ribbon, and I used a hot glue gun to get this look, because you can't sew the petals like this because it frays and doesn't work. So I used hot glue to make this flower with a vintage button and some thread, and I used some border stickers from Stampin' Up, and this is also a sticker from Stampin' Up from a Simply Scrappin' kit that I had. These are the ornament hooks that Yoli uses, and I had picked up some as well, so I used that and stuck a Tim Holtz adage ticket in there that says Adore, and I roughed up the edges a little bit and inked with walnut stain, so there's room for a photo. And then on this page I used red ribbon and this little metal piece, ribbon slider that says Oh Baby, and I glued that down. It's open right here, so she can stick something in there, and so there's room for a photo and a tag or another photo. And then on this page I used some Coordinations cardstock that I had, and I sanded it, went over it with some walnut stain to darken up these dots, and then I tore the edge and inked it with walnut stain to darken it up. And then I put some of this zebra ribbon that I had and a sticker from the collection. It's a little lion that says Roar. And then these are some of the journaling spots that I have been making out of my scraps. And if you haven't watched, I have a tutorial on this on my blog. And I'm gonna put, and it's on my YouTube as well. So if you haven't checked that out, these are a couple of journaling spots that I made using my scraps. And I stamped a little monkey. And this stamp was a stamp that Laura had sent me in a rack. So it's just fit in there like that. So you have room for photos, journaling, and another photo. Let's take those out. And then on this page, I just put a piece of, this is Stampin' Up! Pattern paper. I made a little photo mat, added some orange ribbon with yellow stitches, tied it in a knot, and then added some sticker photo corners from a Simply Scrappin' kit that I had. I'm trying to use stuff in my stash. I want so many new collections, but I'm just trying to use what I have. I have so much, and that's one of my goals. I mean, I've bought a little bit. I'm not going to completely not buy just because there's things that I need for other projects, but I am trying to use what I have. So anyways, this is a little tag from the collection. It says Little Animal, and I added one of these memento pins that says Fragile, and there's some green ribbon with a knot, and this is Stampin' Up! Paper. This is paper from the collection. And then I added a tab from the collection and a brad that I had. This sticker says Happy, Adventurous, Brave, Tough, Playful, Darling, and it's a sticker from a Simply Scrappin' kit from Stampin' Up! And then you just pull the tab, and this, you know, this was working when I glued it on here, and for some reason now it's going crooked. But you just pull that out. It's a little slider pocket, so there's room for 2 more photos. And so if you have any tips on that, because it was working fine and then I glued it down to the page and now it's going crooked. Anyways, this is a frame. It's a Sizzix die. It's a frame, a curly, I think it's called a curly frame. And I used some chipboard and some pattern paper from the collection. And then I used a label sticker from a Simply Scrapping kit from Stampin' Up, along with some of the matching paper from the collection, and then I added some orange on the back, so there's room for photo and journaling, and she can also add a photo in here as well. So that just slides in there. Whoops, we're getting caught. Okay. Then you turn the page, and I used a piece of scrap paper that I had that matched the blue in the collection. This is a piece of Stampin' Up! Paper. I added a sticky border strip to the, I don't know if you can see that, border strip to the top. It's from a Simply Scrapping kit from Stampin' Up! And then I rolled up this edge. I inked the edges with walnut stain and rolled up the edge, and it's green on the other side, so that's rolled up. This is a sticker from a Simply Scrapping kit that I had, and she can check. It says you're all boy, and she can check dirty hands, grass stains, sports fan, tons of toys, love bugs. She can check, and I inked it with fired brick. And then I cut this elephant out of the collection, and I put him up. These both are up on dimensional dots, well, actually foam tape. And then this is a swirl from the Simply Scrapping kit, and I just cut it apart and made it look like water coming out of his trunk. And then on the last page, this pocket doesn't function. This was a scrap that I had in my collection from cutting out a scallop square. So I just inked around the edges with walnut stain, glued it down, added some red ribbon, and added this tag from the collection on a foam tape, on a piece of foam tape. It says it's a jungle out there, and added some green ribbon, and she can put a photo here. And then on the back is the little birdies all stacked up on each other, and I put a little sticker. So these are actually both stickers from Stampin' Up! Simply Scrapping kit, and I put my name and the date. And that is my mini album. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and also please check out the tutorial I did for Paper Craft Star on these journaling cards. I show you different ways that you can make these, and it's all using your scraps. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.